Carrie Fisher dies at 60 after suffering a heart attack. She was 60.
It's not really titled more,
but... Today I learned the phrase, nice job, Einstein, was the actor who later became a big science guy named Albert Einstein.
That guy's name? Albert Einstein.
It's actually Albert Einstein.
It's actually Albert Frankincense.
Okay, should we start?
Hold on, wait, woman of Reddit. After dark if man penis small, scented penis, smiley penis. This excite you smelly sweat penis. Do you see this erotic to you? Question mark. If that's all one sentence.
Oh my god.
All right, let's
hold on. I've got one question for you. Do you prefer sex with or without a condom? They can smell the impregnation.
Want to learn to play an autistic guitar. Where do I start?
Oh, he was so close. All right, here we go. We're changing the mood. Got to bring it back into the theme song. You know, nice and calm. Here we go. Welcome to the Nois Bois show. We're keeping that. It's fine. My name's Trevor.
I'm Austin.
And we have turned my computer 90 degrees to the left. Sorry. You're welcome.
Don't sound so quiet.
We realized after recording 6 episodes that you sound terrible.
I'm already a quiet enough person, so.
Yeah. Now the computer is facing both of us instead of just me, and hopefully this will be better. Anyways, it's been approximately 4 months since we recorded the last podcast. And December, right? It's like end of May.
Which is
January, February, March, April, 5 months.
Almost 6.
Almost 6. Wow. Jeez.
Thank God
no, not almost 6. It's just over 5 because we recorded at the end of December.
Thank God neither one of us are a math major.
That's not necessary. I didn't tell you to neck yourself.
Well, I necked myself. Okay, I'm harsh on myself.
Yeah. So, anyways, this podcast is just going to be kind of dedicated to getting caught up. You know, you and me, or the people. I don't know. I mean, we only went like 2 episodes without, or we only went like 4 weeks without posting episodes, so we only missed like 2 uploads. But it's not a big deal.
Oh well.
School comes first.
Yeah.
So yeah, what's been going on? How was your last semester of sophomore year of college?
I think it was.
You're a sophomore, right?
Yeah, going into my junior year. It's probably my best or my second best semester.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So I needed to get a cumulative 3.0 to keep my scholarship. I had one bad semester freshman year, and it made me have a lot of anxiety and spend nights thinking about what the hell I'm going to do if I don't get this. It was just one bad semester, and I did fine after that.
We used to squat up every day, you, me, Zach, and Ryan,
playing
Fortnite, crushing all the noobs in Season 2, and then you were just like, I can't play Xbox anymore, guys.
Well, not anymore. It's just that I had a good first semester of college, and then I was like, well, I can just do whatever I want and I'll be fine.
Yeah.
And so I started playing video games during the week and whatnot. And it also didn't help that I only had classes on Tuesdays and Thursdays, starting at like 9:35 was my first class. But if I didn't wake up for that, then I didn't have class till like 2 p.m. So
and so you're kind of encouraged to sleep in.
And then on the days that I didn't have class, I wouldn't get out of bed till like noon. It was bad. That was like as far as motivation wise, that was probably one of the worst states of my life.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that was not a good semester, but I ended up changing habits and turning things around, and I've done better.
Good. Well, what was it, like one specific class that was screwing you over,
or was it
my
just entire work ethic?
Just your work ethic
was just plummeted down the drain. I didn't feel like doing anything at all.
Yeah.
This was also around the time where I played Clash of Clans, or got back into Clash of Clans. So it was like, and because that game is just a grind. That's all it is, really. So that didn't help either. And it didn't help that in one of my classes, I could not. It's not like I couldn't stand the teacher, but I didn't care. I hated everything there.
Yeah, I feel like my experience was backwards because I just transferred from community college, so this was like my first year at like an actual university.
Well, you also completed an associate's degree in one.
Well, yeah, but like that didn't really give me an option to.
I know, but I'm saying like that's also a pretty. I would think it would be difficult.
It was really nice being able to do it in 1 year because it wasn't really any less work in class, but it was just that I had so much homework that like I just was completely swamped all the time. But like going into school this year, I was like, I started taking only art classes, and I was just like, super enjoying it. I had an animation class. I spent like 30 hours on every single project I did for that class. It was fun, and I didn't mind doing it. I had like a lecture class where I could just spend the whole lecture working on stuff. And so like first semester was a breeze. I like nailed all my classes. I had plenty of time. I got work done to like a level that I wanted. But then second semester I was just like, this like last semester I felt like I was being a bit more lazy. Like a lot of the projects were just not motivating me, and like.
Oh, was this where I think I remember we would like hop on Xbox and talk, and you were like, "Yeah, I've got like 3 projects due on Friday, and I've started one of them."
Yeah.
You're just like, I don't have the motivation to do this.
Yeah, I don't know. I've got this like idea in my head that like if I sit down and try to do something and I'm just like not getting anything done, I'm just wasting time.
Yeah.
Right. There's no point.
Mm-hmm.
And
yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. So
like
procrastination is a good motivator, but it's not a healthy motivator.
Yeah, yeah, it can definitely lead to.
Yeah.
I could say you're a good effort at the end, but
yeah, I mean, I think a lot of my projects turned out good, but there were definitely a handful that I'm not happy with.
Yeah, I mean,
we'll never see the light.
It's just also
again.
like if you think like, well, what if I could have put this kind of effort and work into it like a month ago at least?
Yeah,
and and even not just for projects, but like any kind of big assignment or something. But also something I wanted to mention with your situation, because you completed your associate's degree in 1 year, right? Mm-hmm. And you ended up, or it wasn't not everything ended up transferring, or the school didn't accept everything, so you still have to go for 3 more years?
Well, it wasn't that most things transferred. There were maybe a couple that didn't, but the reason I have to go for 3 more years is because I didn't really take any art classes for my associate's degree, right? So like usually when you're completing your associate's degree, you take like some gen eds and you take some stuff that's part of your major.
Yeah, but it's still like,
and like stuff that's part of your major also covers like gen ed requirements.
Yeah, I was
right?
gonna say I would think it would be mostly
that was the
gen
issue,
eds.
because I had all the requirements covered, but I didn't have classes in my major covered.
Okay.
So since you can't take art 2 before taking art 1 or at the same time, there's no way I can do it in 2 years. I'm still taking 15 credits every semester to get it done, and I have to take 3 summer classes as well. But
that's not fun.
Yeah, but I mean, whatever. It was a free year of school. I don't really mind. And now I'm just doing only art classes, which is nice.
How'd you like living in dorms?
It was fun, actually. I really enjoyed it. It was like...
Yeah, you like campus life?
Partially because my roommate was never there. Which was kind of nice. I mean, not that I had anything against him in school, but like, I could record a lot of stuff, or I could, listen to music and not have to worry about like having headphones on or whatever, or like.
Really, I don't like listening to music if I don't have headphones on, unless if it's like speakers.
Well, I mean, I have a speaker. I have a.
Well, like if I'm like in the car, speakers, or if I'll like taking a shower or whatever, I'll use a speaker. But like outside of that, I will always have headphones.
Well, you would use headphones in the shower if you could, though, right? Or is it just not an? It's
no, because I think
it's not waterproof.
Well, because I think in the shower I like to sing out loud, so it can mask out my voice.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's just that's how I did it. At least anyone that hears it will hopefully at least hear the professional
Right.
too.
Yeah.
Not just
Yeah.
me.
Right.
I can imagine just like sitting in my dorm with like headphones on, like singing my heart out, and someone's just like, "What the hell is
What
this?
the hell is
Going
it
on with
doing?
this
Yeah,
kid?"
no, I know that just weirds me out. I hate the idea of that. Although karaoke's fun, but like also you've got all the
But
instrumentals
you're also
behind you
and it's
some
also
harmonies and stuff.
like you're doing it with other people sometimes, or even just everyone's supposed
Everyone-
to be singing.
Yeah, everyone's there for the purpose of singing.
Yeah, at 2 a.m. it's kind of hard to sing out loud without getting a noise complaint.
Yeah. Anyways, yeah. So dorm life. So I lived in a suite. There were 3 rooms and a bathroom. Right. So there were 2 rooms that had 2 people. I was in one of those, and then there was a single. And I was like in the middle. So like I was on the corner, and then there was a room on one side and a room on the other side, and then the bathroom was like kitty corner for me, and there was like a hallway in the middle, basically.
Did you have a living space?
No. Well, there was like a lounge for the floor.
Oh,
but-
okay.
Yeah, but not
in your
living
like
space,
not in your suite. Okay,
it was just like a little tiny hallway with 4 doors.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I had it was like you walk into the living space and there's 4 desks, fridge, and shelf space, and then there's like a sliding door, and there's walks into the other room. It's like these looks like the exact same size, and it had 2 bunk beds and like 4 closets and whatnot.
Yeah.
And like that was so like that was my room, but it was also the same setup for triples and doubles on the floor. So we basically just had less space in our room. But it was fine. I didn't really mind it.
You paid the same for it though?
No, it's a
slightly
lower
cheaper?
rate. There's because it's a quad, it's like we have like rate 2 and like 2A. So it was 2A. So it was like a couple hundred, I think, less per semester.
Yeah, I think there were 2 things I liked about my dorm a lot. One was that I was on the 19th floor, which is like the second highest floor of my building. So it was nice, and I was facing west too. So like every night, I got like a nice view of the sunset.
You want to know what my view was freshman year?
It was a
dumpster. Another building, the back of that building, and it was the dumpster. So every time at like 3 a.m. or 5 a.m. when the garbage trucks, it's like dumping all the trash out. Like, every day, every night for all freshman year. Oh, jeez, your dog scared me.
You scared him with all the banging.
Is that what he came over to the banging?
Yeah, he came over to check out what was happening. Yeah, no, and then the other thing was like, the reason I'm not living in a dorm anymore is because it was so expensive, obviously, and like getting an apartment is
it'll be way cheaper. My cost will be like cut in half.
More than half, yeah.
Well, I think, I would say most people be more than half. I think.
Yeah, which is insane. I don't know why so many people move to a dorm.
Yeah, I think I'm living in or I think my per month payment is probably more than most people, but I don't think it's that. I don't mind it that much.
Yeah, mine's like 400 something.
Yeah, I think mine's gonna be 550 plus utilities, but.
Yeah, but like having a really small area to live in was actually kind of nice because there's never any mess at all. Like I just had a bed and a desk and like a dresser, and that was it. And I just had to like make my bed, put clothes like in a laundry bag, and that's it. Like there's
Did you have a closet?
I had a closet.
Okay. Yeah, I don't mind entirely like living in small kind of condensed spaces. Like I think it makes things convenient and easy. It can either be a disaster if you don't take care of it well, but if you take care of it in like the right way and clean it when you need to, it can be a very nice and convenient place.
But like even if you do let it become a disaster, it's still like not as
it doesn't
big
take
of a
that
task,
long to clean
right?
up.
Like if you have an entire house and the place is a mess and you gotta dust everything,
you just sweep in a circle
spend like a
and
whole
you're
weekend
done.
cleaning. But for living in a dorm, you could just go like an hour at most organizing your room and you're done.
I don't even think it would take me an hour.
Yeah.
I don't think it could take up a whole hour trying to organize.
Yeah,
my dorm.
I'm thinking like vacuuming and like.
Oh yeah, but
dusting,
I have to go like rent that stuff.
But that's it. Yeah, I had a suite mate who had a vacuum.
Oh,
It was borrowed, which was nice. Also, first year that they replaced the carpets, like they replaced the carpets like this last summer. Yeah.
I brought our own carpets. All ours were like tiled floors.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm. Except the room next to us had fake wood floors.
Oh,
But yeah, like everything else was
everything
tiled.
was carpet except the bathroom, obviously.
That's got to be awful.
Why?
Because over years, if people spill things, like
that's what I'm
carpet
saying,
is so
though.
hard to get out.
That's what I'm saying, though. They just replaced them.
Oh,
like, these are brand new carpets. This year, we were the first.
Well, that
people
would be
to
really
use them.
nice if it's brand new. But
That's
if it's
what I'm
for
saying.
years, you're talking like puke, drinks,
Yeah.
like everything that's
All
in that carpet, it's
the-
just sitting there.
All the human liquids
and
and semi-liquids.
Oh, speaking of that, Luke told me a story of his dorm. Where you good?
I was drinking water right as you said
Hey,
that.
you don't know what I'm talking about. I mean, you have a pretty good inference. So you said his building, like everyone in their building received an email, probably from their resident manager or whoever, the hall director, that basically said there was a abnormally high concentration of semen in their like plumbing and drainage systems. So they basically said, please do your business elsewhere.
That's so gross.
I just was like,
Aren't there like
that's
communal bathrooms?
Yeah, but like people don't care.
They should. I don't know. Whatever. We don't need to linger on this topic.
College boys, you know.
Yeah. Anyways, so you're in a suite also, right? Like it's kind of a suite, but it's
from my sophomore year. Yeah. I explained it. It was just like 2 rooms. It wasn't like anything fancy.
It was, but it was like a university-owned building, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we're still on campus.
Okay.
But next year I'll be living in an apartment.
Cool.
Only like it's not that far off campus, so I can still walk to everything. I don't have to worry about driving and parking and whatnot. And
if I may prod, who are you gonna be moving in with?
So I'm living with Bailey, who's a guy Bailey, who's like my best friend at college. His girlfriend Jess, who I'm also friends with, and my girlfriend Brianna.
Hey!
Yes, I'm in a relationship now.
Hey, you did it.
But the funny thing is that when this plan was made for the 4 of us to live together, we were not together. It was just going to be like me, Bailey, and Jess were friends all freshman year. And we planned on like, well, once we can move off campus, because Ohio State is a 2-year on-campus living requirement, that we were going to like find an apartment together. And we were thinking about some other people that we could try and have as a 4th person.
And this was like Bailey's girlfriend's best friend, right?
Yeah, like I'll get to it. They weren't friends at the time.
Oh.
They met sophomore year because they were roommates. And Brianna and 2 other people she was kind of friends with decided to room together. And then Jess ended up taking the 4th spot. And then, without getting into the details, the other 2 girls moved out. And then they had a 3rd person.
These details sound like the most fun part.
Yeah, but we're not. That's not important.
Okay.
We're not getting into the drama. And a 3rd, or I guess another girl that went to Jess's high school that was a grade below her moved in. And so the 2 girls that Brianna thought she was going to become closer with, she ended up not knowing, and the one random became like one of her better friends at college.
Okay.
So the 4 of us are living together.
Yeah.
But the plan for the 4 of us to live together was made before Brianna and I were together. So it was just going to be like, I don't know, I would just live there and she would live there. Just be like, hey, we're friends, but now we're in a relationship.
Still friends, though.
Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't like that wording.
Yeah. Is it just wrong?
Yeah. It's like, because you're my friend, and I don't think of you and her as the same type of person. Well, you're not going around
having sex with all of your friends.
That's why. So why would I? I don't like the wording of that.
Well, because okay. Yeah.
Well, according to our conversation last night, we're not friends anymore.
Oh yeah, that's right. Oh my god. Cool. So is that college covered? Anything else you want to say about that? What classes did you take? What did you enjoy? Did anything surprise you?
Being in a relationship. I didn't think that would happen.
That's not a class.
Yo, you just said anything.
Yeah.
I was just like, it, because what happens every time in my life when I stop trying to find a relationship or somebody, or like it, all of a sudden it's just like, hey, there's a person that's going to pop into your life that's going to, it always works that way. I don't understand. So classes wise, I always forget the classes I take. I never remember what I signed up for. Like
Even
because
the ones you just took?
I can remember first semester. I can't remember second semester. I don't know why. Because okay, for me, scheduling is like so stressful because I'm so worried like that I'm not going to be able to, or I'm going to be forced to take a class that's not on my degree audit, and it's going to be like a complete waste.
And it's going to screw over your
and I'm just
3 years.
It's such a stressful thing for me.
Yeah, that's why I just have my counselor tell me exactly what to do.
Well, I couldn't make you don't do anything. Like you just come in. You're like, hey, what should I take? Here's a schedule.
Yeah,
cool.
She's like, here, you got to take this class and this class, and then you could take any 3 of these 5, basically. And then
you don't just figure it out yourself.
Not really.
Oh, I would rather do it myself.
I mean, there's like usually, I mean, I have like the requirements and stuff, but there's like a specific, like I'm more worried about like the order of things I need to take.
I don't have much of an order, except there is one class I know that I have to take, and I took the class preceding it, and both of them are only taught in the whole school taught by one guy, and I hated the guy that taught it. It was the most boring lecture. It like the whole class. It was like 2 exams and a paper, and I was. I am not looking forward to having to take that class again. Yeah. Or not again. Take it the second iteration, I guess, of that class.
Is it the same guy?
Mm-hmm.
Yikes.
It's just like the history of sport in like one century and then the century after. I don't remember what. I think it was like probably the 19th and 20th century.
And to recap, you're becoming a, what is it? What's
sports
the term?
Industry.
Sports industry major?
Well, most places call it sports administration or sports management. This is the one school that I found that calls it.
It's the same thing though, right?
But essentially, it's just because you can go so many different paths with them. It's like the name doesn't. Just sports. Just call it sports. The second word doesn't matter that much.
The sports guy who doesn't play the sports.
No, I do the thinking of the sports.
Yes.
I want to tell the people playing the sports what to do.
You did do the sports.
I did
but not.
Why are we talking like this?
Yeah.
I played football for like 4 years. I played t-ball, played baseball each for a season.
T-ball? When did you play t-ball?
Probably like kindergarten.
Okay. I was gonna say.
Yeah, I played it freshman year of high school.
I was on a travel t-ball team.
No, you're like I was on a travel baseball team.
They call it a T-ravel ball.
Anyway,
you laughed a little too much.
I played. No, you're like, yeah, I played on a travel baseball team. Coach's pitch. Moving on. So I apologize for the cringe. So yeah, well, we're back home now.
Yep, we're back home.
I've been home for about a month. I got home about 2 weeks before anybody else.
Yeah.
Because my school leaves.
You've been home for more than a month. You've been home for like 2 months.
No, I haven't.
A month and a half, right?
No.
Oh, no, we got home at the beginning of May, yeah. Right.
Jesus Christ, your month.
Sorry.
Actually, I think it's exactly a month since I left.
29th.
Was it April? Yeah, April 29th was the day my last final.
We just dated the video. Dang it. No,
well, it doesn't matter.
Actually, what day is it? It's
May 29th.
Well, yeah, but what day of the week? I mean, it's Wednesday. So we could potentially upload this tomorrow.
That's what I said.
So it's fine.
I said there's supposed to be one tomorrow.
Yeah, you're right. Okay.
That's why I said record one today.
Yeah, good point.
So now that we're home, it's summer. Most of us are back together.
Most of us. Is that where you're going with this?
I didn't plan on going into it, but yeah, I guess the transition worked.
So we haven't met all of our friends yet. We've only met actually a couple of our friends, but we've talked about them, and one of them, his name is Nathaniel.
Yeah, you can talk about Nathaniel.
So Nathaniel, Should I use past or present tense?
I don't know. None of us know.
Nathaniel
was
a Mormon. His family is like a hardcore religious family.
His family was. Has anyone seen their family? Remember?
Anyway, so Mormons, right? They do mission trips, right?
Mission failed.
Mission.
You think that's what... Wait, no, go on.
Anyways, so 2 years ago, 2 summers ago, Nathaniel announced that he was going to be doing a mission trip to Ecuador to go and like build houses and tell people about the religion and all that stuff.
You think he was going to wear a white button up?
Maybe, yeah.
Have you ever been approached by the Bulls?
What's the term? Jerusalem agent?
Saint Ladder. Well,
I don't remember. Whatever.
We're not religious. If you can't tell.
A Jerusalem agent. That's what I called it. Jehovah's Witness. That's what it is. Jerusalem agent.
What did you say?
Jerusalem agent. Like a secret agent. Like sneak in and they're like, Jesus! I'm sure that one spiked the audio. I'm sorry. Anyways, so
are you trying to scare the people?
Yeah, he's like, hey, worship!
It's like the video where like, why are people afraid of technology? It's the guy with the sign technology. I'm like, oh.
Yeah. Anyways, so he planned to go to Ecuador for 2 years, and do all that stuff. There was a holdup, right?
Well, so that's what he said the plan was.
There was a holdup. I don't remember the reason. I think he needed some kind of special vaccine.
Oh, right. I remember that. Because he hadn't left for longer than he
so he got stuck. Oh, no, it was because of his passport. And so he got stuck in D.C. for a while. And so I don't actually know when his 2 years started.
Was that our last known contact?
But anyways, he held a party 2 summers ago before he left. Like a kind of like temporary goodbye party. And a big group of us went. And he had an emailing list where you could sign up and get regular emails, I think, every week from him, right?
Yeah.
And so a couple of us signed up. I didn't because I didn't even know where it was, and I didn't really feel like asking. I figured someone else would, so I'd be able to read it. Zach signed up. Connor signed up.
Luke.
I guess,
and
yeah,
Tom?
Luke signed up. Tom probably signed up. And apparently, some of them got emails for like a couple months. Some of them never got emails. And after those couple months, we've heard nothing.
Yeah.
From Nathaniel. We haven't talked to his parents either. I'm sure they know the scenario or what's happening, but yeah. So this is this is the little mini game here. It's called Is Nathaniel dead? Our contestants joining us today. We've got Austin with no name. Do you have a name? Last name?
You just said my name.
Well, what's your last name though? Are we saying that? Austin is here to play Did Nathaniel Die? That's what it's called, right? Is that what I said?
No.
Is Nathaniel dead? There we go. Anyways, so we've got a scenario here. I didn't really think this game through. Is Nathaniel dead?
Are you going to hand me the microphone?
There you go.
No.
He said no. Okay.
And the crowd goes crazy.
Yeah, anyway, so that was our game show. Did Nathaniel die? Is Nathaniel dead?
Do we even know what the name of the game is?
I just made that up on the spot, dude. I was not ready.
Yeah, clearly.
But yeah, so we're not sure. Apparently, well, I don't know apparently, but something's happened. We've not heard word, and I'm sure we'll get back to you on that.
Yeah, maybe we can play the game again when he's back.
Maybe
he can play the game.
Yeah. Oh man. Maybe one day he'll be a guest.
Man, that
on
spiked the audio. I'm
yeah.
sorry.
I think we're just a little bit too loud, actually. I'm going to turn this down a bit.
Will Austin be loud?
Whoa. At least people can hear us now.
You can hear me.
Yeah. No, that was not a good idea on my part. Anyways, so that's that. What were you actually trying to transition to? Because
the like us going into summer and how we're all here and like what we're gonna do and
what our plans are and all that stuff. Mm-hmm. Let's see, what should we talk about? Myself, Trevor K, Tom, Zach, and Connor are doing D&D for the first time. We're not recording it. So it's not really. I don't know why I'm talking about it, but it'll be cool. I think I made some cool art for some of our characters.
I decided not to participate.
Yeah, it's a commitment.
Yeah, it's a long commitment.
Yeah, it's just for the summer though. So we'll see how it goes. We've got an actual DM who knows what he's doing, so that's nice. We tried this last summer with all of us, and I tried to DM. No one really knew
I
what
collected
we were doing.
hay.
You collected hay. Tom burned down
the entire
starting
village.
Yeah. What else? Zach and I. Yeah, you want me to talk about that?
No, you can talk.
What? Yes, Zach and I have started a YouTube channel as well. We also haven't met Zach yet. He'll be on a guest episode too, I'm sure. Probably.
We have to get everybody on.
He'll probably be like the next guest. I don't know.
No, probably Tom.
Tom already did one. Well,
okay.
Gotta have a little bit of a break.
Yeah, fuck Tom.
I mean, I guess it's just whoever's available. But like, anyways, yeah, Zach and I made a channel. There's no videos yet. I don't think there will be any by tomorrow either. So, it's called Nois Bois Gaming. It's a branch of the Nois Bois brand.
Is it a brand yet?
Yeah, we're a multi-channel network in MCN.
What?
An MCN, you know, multi-channel, like Machinima.
Oh. Yeah.
Okay, not like Machinima. It's like
no, they deleted. They said
Machinima.
When you make videos for us, they belong to you, and then they went and deleted everything.
Yep. Yikes.
Pussies.
Yeah, they're scumbags. Anyways, so yeah, Zach and I have created a gaming channel where we are gonna upload all kinds of stuff. We've recorded a lot already. We just haven't gotten to uploading it yet. Connor's probably going to record a theme tune for us. I think it's going to be like a variation of the theme tune for the podcast, just more like techno-y, 8-bit kind of. So that'll be nice. Cool. Yeah. I don't know. I mean, if he does it, we'll see. But I asked if he wanted to, and he said he'd be down to. We've recorded a bunch of Don't Starve Together. We've recorded some Terraria. And then I've recorded Binding of Isaac. He's recorded Kerbal Space Program. And we've got plans once we figure out a way to easily record Xbox footage. We'll record some Minecraft stuff. We'll record some other things.
Yeah, maybe we could have gotten that figured out earlier, right? And I could have recorded our Halo stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Which we've already started.
Yeah, so that's something. Go check it out. I'll leave a link in the description. There will be videos soon, sometime this summer. And we'll be uploading fairly regularly, actually. Maybe like multiple times a week. Because I think also Sean, who streams on Twitch, TTV/I'm Entropy.
I think it's I'm Entropy.
Twitch.tv /I'm _entropy. That's his username on Twitch. Go check him out. You can subscribe to him, actually. He'll be probably doing like some highlight videos on the channel, highlights of some of his streams. Trevor K might do some Rainbow Six Siege gameplay. He plays with
right. It's twitch.tv/I'm _entropy.
Yep, nailed it. Trevor K will probably be uploading some stuff. Rainbow Six Siege, maybe you'll hop on, Austin, and do some like Rocket League with Zach, or maybe you and I could record Keep Talking and No One Explodes.
Oh yeah, I was thinking about that yesterday when I was sitting because I was downloading Halo Wars. Yeah, because Ryan and I are playing through all the Halo games in chronological order, not the Spartan Assault ones, because fuck those.
Oh yeah, okay.
And I saw that, and I was also cleaning through my college stuff earlier that day, and I saw the binder that has the guide in it, and I was like, man, I want to go play this game. Yeah, it was fun.
It was fun.
It could get really hectic.
Yeah, I think that would be a good video for like YouTube too.
Unfortunately, it wouldn't be like our first initial reactions to it, because we're kind of calm.
Have you seen the videos where people have like 100?
Yeah, the modded PC ones.
Yeah,
There's like one guy that that's like his game that he plays. Yeah. That I know of.
And he's got like a team of people.
And he's like, you do this, you do that. Yeah.
And they're like talking like military people, like, oh my god.
Well, because you can't get confused. Yeah. What was the game with all the words that it's like with like one H or three H's or or
Yeah.
Or it's like
who's on first?
Yes, who's on first? That game. That was
I'm gonna look up his channel. So
It's just like 100 module bomb. That's it. That's the recommended search.
Yeah. Diffusing the Centurion by the Great Berate. I mean, I guess
That's probably.
Yeah. So yeah, that's what we're talking about. And that's what I'm talking about, at least. This is the
Yeah,
video I saw.
I've seen those before.
To an hour and a half for them to diffuse it. It's insane. Yeah. So you guys are doing all the Halo games in order. How long do you think that's going to take?
I don't know. We could have completed, like, honestly, Halo Wars could have been completed in one night if we didn't start it so late. We should have completed it last night, but fucking, of course, it has to be Luke's birthday, and then we have to all go out.
Wow.
I'm joking. No, but we have one more mission left in Halo Wars, and then we're going to move on to Halo Reach, then Combat Evolved, which I've never played. Then
What is that? Is that
that's
like
the
another
first one.
top-down game?
No, Halo Combat Evolved. Is
That's
first.
like the original.
Mhm.
Oh, wow, okay.
So it's Halo Wars, Halo Reach, Halo Combat Evolved, Halo 2.
Oh, you're playing it in the order that the games, like
the chronological order.
Series take place?
Yeah, and then I think it's Halo 3 ODST, then Halo 3,
Then
Halo 4, 5, Halo
yeah.
Wars 2.
Okay. Halo Wars 2 is the last one?
Mm-hmm.
Why?
That's just the chronological order.
What happens in Halo Wars 2?
I don't remember.
Oh.
That's why I'm playing through all the campaigns.
I've only ever played Reach and I think a little bit of ODST.
I want to play through all the campaigns, at least the FPS ones on Legendary, but Ryan doesn't want to because he says it's already going to take too long. It's
so hard. You know how
the hardest one is just I think
it's 2.
2 is going to be the most difficult.
Yeah.
And I at least want to play on Heroic. At least on Heroic. Because normal is just a fucking cakewalk.
Yeah. I think Heroic would probably get...
Heroic's Ryan, Nate, and I could play through all of Halo Reach on Heroic in like one sitting. It was pretty fun. But
the thing that's... Doesn't Halo have like a reputation for like being extremely difficult? Like, isn't there something about like skulls where you
there's skulls that you can turn on, and I think
that's different. That's not difficulty. Really.
No, not difficulty, but it just makes it more difficult. Like there's ones where I think the enemies drop less ammo. Probably something with less health or whatnot. There's one where you only regain shield by meleeing enemies.
Sounds fun.
And then there's one if anybody so I don't know if you remember, but it's like if you die, you have to wait to respawn until it's safe.
Mm-hmm.
But there's a skull that if anybody dies, even if you have 4 people, you go back to the last checkpoint.
Jeez.
So
that sounds like a friendship killer.
Yeah, it sounds like it would be awful.
Yeah, but
I want to do it just.
You should do the skulls though.
No, not the skulls. Just at least on Legendary, just to say that I did it all.
Yeah, I bet Ryan will give it.
I don't know if I can.
What about
do
not Legendary, but Heroic?
At least Heroic, he will give into that.
Yeah, and you two are gonna play. Well, not you two. Ryan's been playing Terraria, right? Are you doing that with him? No. Okay.
I don't know what he does with that. I've never played that before.
Yeah, it's fun.
I pretty much stick to Rocket League and Black Ops 4 right now.
Mm-hmm. And you've been playing Fortnite a bit with me and Zach.
Yeah, I only play it.
Got back into
I only play it when I'm like in a squad.
Yeah, same. I mean, I don't play it by myself. I play it with me and Zach.
I don't find it very fun to play by myself, but I find it fun when you're with your friends.
Yeah.
That's like although I have just recently started looking into the World Cup because I have no clue how it's supposed to work.
Oh, for Fortnite? Yeah. I don't know either.
It's like every Saturday, Sunday they have they alternate weeks between like duos and solos. Mm-hmm. Or like the Saturday, Sundays, Saturday's the semis, Sundays the finals, to qualify. And I think the final is in New York on July 26th to 28th. Mm-hmm. And so I might watch that just because I like watching competitive gaming, even though I think Fortnite is just
let's watch fest. It. I'll join you.
Okay. Well, I could watch the last day.
Yeah.
Brianna will be here.
I don't really have any interest in watching a lot of it.
Okay.
I usually just watch like highlights at most. I think I watched like one live thing, but that's it. That was like fairly early on.
So moving on, now that, or I guess looking past this summer and possibly even past school, like, do you have any idea of what you want to do as far as job, career, or anything?
God, It's like
in the adulting world.
It's like Thanksgiving dinner every year.
What are you doing?
Oh, we're growing.
You got a job?
It's like, what did you say last night to Sean?
Oh, like we're I hate that we're becoming adults. We talked about the weather on the way to Steak and Shake.
And Sean's like, the weather's important. It's like we're growing up.
To be fair, we weren't really talking about the weather. I was talking about, like, I was hanging out with Trevor K one time, and we were just playing Xbox, and I'm convinced that lightning hit my house because it was so loud, and it shook the whole house, and it was scary. And jumped out of my seat, and we both like looked at each other, and then just started, like nervously laughing, like because it scared the shit out of both of us.
When Ryan and I were playing Halo Wars last night, biscuit. Like at the almost the exact same time, we'd be like, "Oh, lightning!" Because both of us have our windows open because we live so close.
You live like a street apart.
He's like just around the block from me. So it's like we'd be like, "Oh, lightning!" And Ryan would be like, "Oh, the thunder!" I'm like, "I can't hear anything because my headset's really loud, but I can see the lightning coming through my window." And it was like, I thought like, I was like, "Am my shit gonna get fried if I keep it plugged in?" Like, I'm afraid of that happening.
I don't know. Is that still a thing?
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know if that was ever actually.
I'm not very knowledgeable with electronics.
Was that just like a ploy our parents used to get us to stop playing video games when we were little or something?
No, because my dad would even tell me to unplug my laptop when I wasn't using it if there was a thunderstorm.
Yeah.
I just had to. But I have seen like something, I guess, get fried or overloaded or something like that, where it was you, me, and Trevor in my basement last summer. And Trevor had his Xbox and TV, and I think you had something else plugged into this extension cord. This extension cord that's plugged into a power strip that's plugged into a very long extension cord.
Yeah.
And like all of a sudden, his extension cord just burnt out. Like it just stopped working. It made a little
like pop sound, and then it.
At least it wasn't his TV or his Xbox. Yeah. It was just the extension cord that got noticeable damage to it.
What about you?
What?
Oh, I didn't even.
Yeah, I was like, you didn't answer the question.
I completely.
Is that what you do on Thanksgiving? It's just like
Thanksgiving dinner, dude. I just.
Is that what you do? Like, oh, what do you want to do in life? Oh, how's the potatoes?
Yeah, did you like the potatoes?
Did you?
Dude, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'm going to college for graphic design. I'll probably get a job, so hopefully.
Hopefully, I'll make a living.
That's about all I know. Yeah. Rebecca's got her life way more together than I do.
What does she want to do?
She's going to be an actuary, which is like insurance math stuff.
Okay, I was like, I don't know exactly what that means.
Yeah. Average salary is like triple
digits.
Triple thousand digits. 6 digits is the term I was trying to say.
I make 99.
It's also like very straightforward too.
I make $999 a year.
Yeah, but basically she can take up to 10 exams, and every time she takes an exam she like becomes like more qualified, I guess. So like some
Can you become less qualified?
No, but just like some companies will look for people who have like a minimum number of exams completed, and they're like really hard, and you gotta study like full time for like a month, and it's just pass or fail. And she basically takes one every year. And eventually, like, if she gets like an internship with a company, they'll like pay for it and stuff because it costs money to take the test. You can take it over and over, but if you don't pass it, you lose all that money. But it's a lot more straightforward of like a career path because she just has to take these exams and then she's like pretty much guaranteed a job of some kind.
Nice. That sounds way more secure than
what
I want to do.
It's really hard.
Yo, I'm not saying it's easy.
But it sounds nice.
But it's like if you put in the work, I think, because like I think of something like Zach with what he wants to do is that you have to put in the work. But if you do, it's like a very secure job that you can have.
Exactly.
As long as you put in the work. You can't just like go to school and be like, yeah, I'm just not going to do anything.
I slept in. I just won't fly for 3 hours today.
So I'll fly on 2.5 hours of sleep. I don't think Do you want me to go now?
Sure.
Okay. Yeah, my future is just wide open right now.
Yeah.
That
can be a good thing.
You can, yeah. It's just literally like I don't know. It's entirely like you have to have a plan as far as I guess where you want to be, but a lot of it is if someone offers you something or an opportunity comes up, like you have to take it. So your plans could just totally get screwed up, or for better or worse, just by somebody like coming into your world and basically being like, "I'll give you an opportunity to work."
Yeah.
So it's not secure, I would say,
I think
at the
that's
low
like
levels.
most jobs, honestly.
Well, yeah, I guess. I'm just like I don't know. Like I don't know.
Are there just not like a lot of?
It's not like. I don't know. What were you gonna say?
Are there just not like a lot of jobs in that kind of?
It's just very competitive. Like there are like okay. I don't want to make it sound like this is the only type of job that's like a cutthroat environment, but
well, yeah,
it's like, you might not get a say in where you want to live,
right?
And it's not like if you have a job, I guess like a nurse or a teacher, you can pretty much get a job anywhere.
If you're qualified.
Yeah, so yeah, but it makes it flexible as far as where you can live, and you can probably choose where you want to live. But it's like with what I'm doing, I have to think about myself, and I feel kind of selfish about it. But if I want to further my career and move up the ladder, it's like I could be at a place for 8 years. I could be at it for 6 months and move on. Like it's people move all over the place, and usually stability is only when you're at the top.
Yeah.
That's pretty much the only time you're going to be. And even then, you're still fighting for your job every single day.
Right. I mean, you can be optimistic about it, though. Like if you're always moving around, you're experiencing all these places.
Yeah, but it's just my interest in career, because that's most likely what's going to happen, it conflicts with what I want, at least for a family, because I have never moved in my life, and I think that is a very nice thing to have. Like always being able to be like come to a place that you can think of as home, and think of like as having as a child being like also, like this is my room and like this is my space. It's
also economically beneficial.
Yeah,
it's expensive to move constantly,
and also if you move that much, you might not be looking at houses, you might be looking at apartments, which apartments is just the whole like.
It's not really a big deal unless you want to have like 3 kids.
Yeah, but the point is that if I start having kids at that point, then I don't know.
Yeah. I would hope you don't like have a bunch of kids if you don't like
can't
know
financially
what's going
support
on.
them or something.
Right.
Yeah, I know it's. We'll see. Yeah. We'll see.
That's life. What is your like ideal job as a sports technician?
I want to be like a head coach of a college football program.
Cool.
A Power 5 college football program.
Cool. But like, are you gonna like start out coaching like high school stuff or anything? Or is that different? Because do you need it's education degree for that?
You're supposed to in high school, but you could, if you volunteer,
right?
You don't have to, because there's a lot of opportunities that you can take in the coaching world that don't offer pay or offer little pay. So that is an option, but there's also the option to just work with smaller colleges at first, like ones that honestly could be the size of a high school, or even just ones that are considered smaller colleges that are maybe would be like 10,000 kids or something like that. And it's just kind of you move wherever. But I also think it could be rough, because a lot of times what happens is, let's say a place hires a head coach. He's got a bunch of people and a staff that will come with him. And if that guy gets fired, that whole staff is going to leave. Yeah. Or most of them will leave, and they hire a new head coach, and a bunch of other staff will come in. That's usually how it works, is that like you have these guys that move around with a head coach until they move up to the point where they can become like the head of their own program.
Right.
So that could be it's
So
difficult.
it's kind of like an apprenticeship.
Yeah, kind of, because it's about. It's not I think this is applicable for anything in the business world, where it's not about who you know, it's about who knows you. Like, you can know of a ton of people, but to you, you might just be a nobody. Like, you have to make an impression on people in any aspect of life to make sure, if you're looking for job opportunities or any sort of work, internship, anything, like, you have to make an impression and become, like, you want them to remember you in a good way.
Yeah. You
So
gotta stand out.
Yeah. So that's what I'm trying to do.
Yeah, I had this exact conversation about a burger the other day.
What?
We went to a burger place, and
Is this not
someone was
last
telling
night?
us. No, it wasn't last night. It was with my family. We went to a burger place, and someone was telling my parents, like, "Oh, this is the best burger they've ever had," and their menu was like a cheeseburger, a hamburger, a bacon cheeseburger, and then some other stuff, which wasn't like burgers. They had like chicken sandwiches and fries and all that. It was a really small menu. But the point is, the burgers were a hamburger, a cheeseburger, and a bacon cheeseburger, and that was it. And personally, I don't think you can have the best burger in the world if it's just a bacon cheeseburger and nothing more. Like, anyone can make a bacon cheeseburger. Like, sure, I mean, some people are gonna suck at cooking that meat, and they're not gonna know how to make a dry rub or season it at all. But there's maybe a million different ways to cook a burger, but there's far more than a million burger restaurants. Like, you gotta have some kind of fancy trick. You gotta have something that makes you stand out. Same thing with jobs.
I think it's hard to make something basic be so good or popular. But I think if you do it the right way, then it's consistent.
Yeah, not that it's bad.
It's consistently good.
Yeah.
It might not be the best all the time, but you can know that you could probably rely on it consistently.
It is also extremely unhealthy to try and be the best at anything, in my opinion. I don't think that it's applicable to expect to be the best at any one thing, because there's so many people on this planet that are doing the same thing as you are. Like, get to a point where you're happy with it and where you're making a living and you're providing for the people you need to provide for, and that's fine. If people are going to this burger place and they're ordering the burgers and they're paying you money, it doesn't matter if there's another burger place that's better, because these people are still going there.
Yeah, I want to pull up these lyrics because
just pretend burgers are a big metaphor for life, basically.
Not to be a fanboy right now, because I like.
Oh, you're pulling off some logic?
Well, okay, because his Young Sinatra 4 had a couple of songs. Had a couple songs that, like, I really liked. I think specifically Legacy, Last Call, and One Day. Because so the thing that I really took away from Last Call, I think it's at about 8:45 into the song. It's like a 11-minute song.
Jeez.
It's because it's him telling his whole story. Where he talks about, like, here, I'm just gonna go find it. He basically just says, no matter what you're doing, no matter how old, young you are, like, no matter where you are, anything, no matter what, just do what you love in life, because you have to live selfishly as far as making yourself happy, and you have to help yourself first before you can help other people. And where is it? I think, and what I really liked in Legacy, because it's about him being so obsessed with making money and providing for his family that he talks about missing his son's graduation. He talks about missing his daughter's wedding, like, and missing these things in life, and talks about when he's
he doesn't actually have children.
No. It's just a story.
Yeah, okay.
Basically about becoming so obsessed with providing for your family and basically giving them a better life than you had, that he doesn't spend enough time with them. It's like the Cats in the Cradle song.
Yeah.
It's like you become so obsessed with just wanting to provide and do better for your family so they can live happily that you miss out on all the other things that are important in life. And because I think one of the there's a really nice line that I liked at the end of the song where he says like looking as he sits on his deathbed, how he looks around and he realizes he was the richest man all along, seeing his like
Yeah,
with
because he has
because he
family.
has his wife, son, and daughter, and just
Mhm.
like and he realizes that he didn't need the money,
Yeah.
he just needed them, and I think it's really important to remember that.
Yep.
That
When you go to bed, you're the only person there in your mind, 24/7.
you might as well make yourself someone you enjoy being around.
All right.
Yeah.
I think that's probably a good note to end on. Jesus Christ. Well, there's some inspiring words from the Nois Boys. You just be you don't have to be the best burger, but just be a good one.
Yeah.
All right.
And
Well,
don't forget to stop and smell the flowers.
right.
I don't know how to make that into a burger.
Stop and smell the burger. I guess.
What-
You
what?
can- You can smell burgers.
Well,
It's a
but
food.
how can a burger smell a burger?
Stop and put some condiments on
Okay, sure.
if you want. You don't have to. Okay.
Just cut.
Shit. We should have stopped. It's falling apart. All right. Well, thanks for watching. Do we have an outro? Is that a thing we did?
Yes.
What is it?
I don't know. I just remember I go goodbye.
Oh yeah. Well, that's not okay. Well, anyways, thanks for listening. And we will see you next time. Goodbye.
Goodbye.